Hi, it's Candy with the Art of Planning. I'm so glad that you have joined us. I'm going to say this at the beginning and then maybe I won't feel like I have to rush at the end. If you enjoy this video, when we get to the end, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That's always important on a YouTube video. And also subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you as part of the family. I hope we do some good videos on here that you enjoy and that are helpful. And today we're going to do one that I just haven't been able to get off my mind. I think I'm supposed to share it. Don't know why, but maybe it'll help somebody. It helped me because this is as a result of something that I kind of struggled with last week. And I'll tell you about that more as we get into the video. And this video is about don't dare to compare. Now, we're going to use it in the realm of the planner world. Planners, traveler notebook, journaling, scripture writing, anything like that, because that's the world that we're in right now. And I think because we are in that world with a whole bunch of other people and a whole lot of very creative people, it can be really, really easy to compare. Because, well, I don't know about you, but I like to watch people that are very talented and I like to get ideas, but at the same time I go, oh my goodness. So it's real easy to get into the comparison things. Don't dare to compare. It is a real killer. But also, now we're going to talk about it in the planner realm, in the planner world. Oh my goodness, I left my water in the other room. Wow. I had a scene in my head where I dashed out there to get my water. I'll try not to do that. But also, we're going into the holiday season. And sorry, can't get that scene out of my head. I don't go long without my water. We're also going into the holiday season where, you know, we go to parties and we go to Christmas plays and we go to all sorts of stuff, and we're around a lot of people, and I think it's real easy to compare also when we're around other people. How do we dress? How do we look? How do we act? You know, how, just all sorts of things. It's easy to compare, and I just want us all to get that out of our mind. I want to quit playing that mind game. Now, maybe it's not an issue with you. That's great. That's wonderful, okay? But I just want to go through a couple of things about that, okay? So for today's purposes, we're going to talk about the planners and the journals and all of that, okay? We already went over there. So here's what I find whenever we get into the little comparison thing. I think it's real easy to say, or when I first started in the planner world, I mean, I had my one Franklin Covey because I'm a Franklin girl. And I had been, even before I started doing this kind of thing, I had always planned with a Franklin planner. That was my one Franklin planner. And then I started watching things, and then my story, of course, is that I went into the pretty planning for all sorts of other reasons. So, I mean, I had my one little planner, and then I had my second little planner, and I would watch all these videos, and people had massive amounts of planners. So I think it's real easy to watch channels, to watch YouTubers, and to watch posts, and people have these walls of planners, which is wonderful. I mean, I like watching that, but then it's like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough planners. I don't have enough bookmarks. I don't have enough traveler's notebooks. I don't have enough page markers. I mean, have you ever felt yourself going there? And you know what? I am not knocking at all the people that have the walls and that have the shelves. I love to watch those videos, and I think that's so neat. But don't compare if you have one, or you have two, or you have three or four. You don't have to have walls of them. You don't ever have to have walls of them, or you might. You might want to start collecting. I don't know, but don't compare if you're just starting, or don't compare if you never want to go there. That's not why you started doing this. It doesn't matter. You be you and be okay with where you are right now. I think we can tend to have a comparison when we think we're not as together as some of the people are when we watch the YouTubes and stuff. You know what? You're never going to be as together as some other people are. At any given stage, you are where you are. So if you watch somebody and you're not to get as together, then be okay with that. Don't compare. That's totally what I want to get at. Don't compare, because that can be such a killer. There will be times when you think, I'm just not as good as that person. I think the last video I did was I had sat down and done a bunch of cute what I thought were cute tags. And you've seen it, or if you haven't, I'll try to remember to link it. These are just a few of them. I've actually incorporated others in my Franklin planner. But I thought, I had fun and I put a few tags together, and it was not a day later and I ran across some posts or some websites or something where people had done some tags that were absolutely phenomenal. They were incredible. And I thought, you know what? It must have been a day or two before I did that video, because my first thought was, I have got to go back and really, really, really embellish those tags before I can do a video. Because I thought mine are nothing. Mine are nothing compared to those other ones, which were totally mixed media tags, and they were incredible. And I thought, I can't show mine because they are not nearly good enough. And it was totally a confidence killer to me. And I really, really worried about that for a while. And that was actually where this video came from. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you I've got to run get my water real fast, okay? Hang in there. I can be quick. I knew I couldn't do it, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So that can be such a killer. So here's what I'm going to share along those lines also is there are always going to be people that are better than you are. I don't care how good you are. There are always going to be people that are better than you are. There are also always going to be people that aren't as good as you are. I don't care what level you're at. That's just the truth. Always going to be people that are better. Always going to be people that aren't as good. So, it's that old thing about don't get in your head. Just don't get in your head. Don't dare to compare. The people that are better can be a confidence killer. If you let that can be a confidence killer. The people that you know that you might be better than they are, that can be an overinflated self-worth value. And you don't want to go there either. That's not a good thing either. So, just stay out of that don't dare to compare thing. I shut down. Like when it was the tags, it just shuts me down for a while until I can work it out in my head. And then I thought, nope, exactly what I did. I'm proud of them. I loved them. I know some other things I can do next time, but that was where I was at right now. So, I'll tell you this real quickly. All my adult life, I've pretty much been viewed as being pretty self-confident. This is one of those true confession type things. But that has really been a wall. And it actually came from kind of a dark place. There was a time when I was pretty young that I learned that it was a hard lesson. It wasn't a fun lesson. But I learned that I would not, there was no way I could please a great big group of people. I was in a situation every day when it was a rough situation and hard to go into, and I knew it was going to be pretty rough all the time, and I just could not please people. So I built a wall, and learned to pretty much shut out people. And from that came the fact that I learned not to care what other people thought. I learned to build that wall and put it up and protect myself. And somewhere or another that came off as self-confident. It wasn't really. It was just shutting people out. That is not a good thing at all. And how it came over as self-confidence, I have no idea. And I didn't even figure that out until later. That's not a good thing to do, and that's not a good way to handle things. And then later, I worked with a mentor who told me, and I argued this point for a long, long time, but he told me unless you had 25% of the people that you worked with that were unhappy with you, you weren't being effective in your job. Like I said, I argued that for a long time. And then I did see how that worked out. Because if you were working with a large number of people, then you were certainly going to, there was certainly going to be a part of that people that didn't appreciate you, that disagreed with you. I mean, I did understand that. And I learned to appreciate that. It's not that you're out there picking fights with people. It's just that you're working with numbers of people and not everybody's going to agree with you. And I don't even know. There was a reason. Just learn not to compare yourself with others. Be okay with who you are. Be okay with what you do. Be okay with where you are. And be happy with where you are. We've gone to Jamaica several times, and I just love it over there. It's always like, don't worry, be happy. I'm not even going to try to do that accent. I love that accent too, but it's really, don't worry, be happy. Be happy with where you are, and be happy with where you are now. If that's not where you want to be or want to go, then figure out where it is that you want to go, how you want to grow, and where you want to ultimately end up, and find the steps that you need to be doing to end up there, and then engage yourself in those steps so that you can make the forward moves to do that. But in the meantime, be happy with where you are and what you are doing to get yourself where you want to go. The important thing right now is be happy. And it is, don't dare compare yourself with anyone else. Don't dare compare your journaling, your planning, what you are doing, how effective you are being. Don't compare yourself. Learn from other things that you are seeing, grow from other things you are seeing, put into effect other things that will be helpful to you. Learn how to gauge that, and ask for help if you need help. People, you know what, I have learned this planning world is, I mean, I love it so far. The people that I have engaged with have been fabulous. Learn to help, and then as you do that, help others also, because there are always people who are better than you are, and there are always people that aren't as good as, so you can always help others step up also. But don't dare to compare. I hope that is something that has been helpful, because it sure has been on my heart for a good week, and I guess I needed to share that with somebody. I don't know. I did have time at the end here to go ahead and remind you, thumbs up if you enjoyed. I love reading y'all's comments. So also, if you have time to leave a comment, that's wonderful. Subscribe if you have time, and I will see you soon, okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.